I got robbed. They robbed me. I found out that Africans have certain mentalities which at the end of the day tend to affect almost all of us. At the end of the day, we give birth, we don't have the resources to accommodate these children. At the end of the day, they are left on the streets, picking different lifestyles. And at the end of the day, affecting people like said, what happened to me? We live in societies whereby people think it is choice. It is up to you to decide whether to take care of your child or not. We live in a society whereby the average Africans think it is God who take care of babies, who take care of children. And so at the end of the day, we end up giving birth more than expected. I got robbed. They robbed me. My own street guys, my own street boys robbed me. Do not trust the streets, but make sure their lights are on before you leave them in the dark. Welcome back to the mission once again. My name is Godwin. You can call me the street guy. Yes, you can still call me the street guy because we ain't giving up anytime soon until this mission is complete. No matter what happened, we still stick to it. Yes, I decided to share this tragedy which happened to me not long ago with you guys because it concerns you, regardless wherever you are living at the moment. If you are a Nigerian and you are staying in the US and you think the happenings in your country doesn't concern you, it do concern you. At the end of the day, it matters to everyone. It didn't happen to me because I'm a Ghanaian and living in Ghana. That is what it happened to me in Ghana. It can happen to you. It happened to my brother once a time. Even though my brother was living in Ghana, he was living in South Africa, but he decided to come to Ghana to at least spend some weekends. No, not even weekends, like holidays. But within that small period of time, it happened to him. And it almost ruined his life because they took everything from him. It happened to my sister also not long ago when she returned from UAE to Ghana just to spend vacation. Just for a few days, it happened to her. So you can see, as long as you are an African, it doesn't matter where you are living at the moment because like I said, one way or the other, one day you might just wake up and say, okay, let me go back to, my root, my country and, visit, let's say the family or whatever. So one way or the other, you might visit back and it can happen to you. This accounts to one of the main reasons why I created this very channel. I have a shop that was being managed by one of my brothers and yes, one day I just woke up, it was on Sunday. I woke up not long ago. I woke up and I had a call from one of my friends and he was like, bro, please, I'm having issues. Can you please meet me at the shop and help me out? I was like, okay, no problem. Even though I don't work on Sundays, but I was like, okay, no problem. Let me come and help you out. Actually, the shop was a phone shop, like phones and accessories. We sell accessories, we sell phones, and at the end of the day, we do service. So I met my friend over there, and like I said, it was Sunday. It rained that very night. So when I got to the shop, as soon as we entered the shop, I saw things scattered everywhere. Water scattered everywhere in the shop. And at the end of the day, I found out that the shop has been unroofed. So as soon as I got to the scene, I was like, nah, I believe maybe, like I said, it rained that very night. So I was thinking like the wind blew off, unroofed the building because I didn't want to believe that I've been robbed. But the friend that I went there with was like, no, bro, you have been robbed. In as much as I didn't want to believe, that fucking tragedy. At the end of the day, I had no reason, because that was the case. I got robbed. And it affected me so much. It really affected God. It hasn't happened to me before, like I said. And at the end of the day, I have to stay back to, sort whatever problem or issues that tragedy brought to me. You understand? Because at the end of the day, people's belongings, people's phones, like I said, we were servicing phones over there. So people's phones, the blah, blah, blahs. And it even ended me in the courts. Of course, I don't want to talk about what transpired or what went on at that court, because, bro, it's very disheartening staying in Africa with this court, bro. Anyway, so at the end of the day, it hit us. I mean, it hit me. And I have to stay back and then, sort each and every one out, because, like I said, at the end of the day, people's belongings were being robbed, everything. And it happened to me twice. I think when that happened, I think a month after, it happened again, right? And so, like I said, it accounts to the main reason why I created this channel, because at the end of the day, I found out that Africans have certain mentalities which at the end of the day tend to affect almost all of us. And I don't blame these street guys, even though when I go to the scene, bro, I was shocked. And at the point, I was like, bro, but at the end of the day, I realized it is not the fault of these people. It is not the fault of these children, these street boys. It is never their fault. Do you know why? Because necessity is the mother of inventions. So at the end of the day, when we leave these children because of poverty, at the end of the day, we give birth, we don't have the resources to accommodate these children. At the end of the day, they are left on the streets, picking different lifestyles. And at the end of the day, affecting people like said, what happened to me? We live in a societies whereby people think it is choice. It is up to you to decide whether to take care of your child or not. We live in a society whereby the average Africans think it is God who take care of babies, who take care of children. And so at the end of the day, we end up giving birth more than expected. You can see, for example, you can see someone selling pure water on her head. You understand? And at the end of the day, even for that person to secure a 2 square meal in a day is going to be difficult. But at the end of the day, you will see that very lady, that same lady who hardly feed herself, having 2 or 3 children. And so, in all things being equal, what do you expect these children to grow up to be? At the end of the day, we leave them on the street because when they get to certain ages, we don't even care about them anymore. When you step on African streets, just see the minors carrying pure waters. So at the end of the day, due to what they go through, they have no choice, than to turn into something else. And at the end of the day, it affects us in our communities. It affects us as a country. Because at the end of the day, someone's mistake, someone's inconsistency has caused me this. And like I said, I don't want to talk about the dramas that this thing put me through. But I hope one day I'll buy time and take you guys through what transpired when we went to the court. The dramas. At the end of the day, what is happening in Nigeria, we all know. because the people tend to give birth to more children whilst they know they are not ready to father or mother a child, both in financial and emotionally. So at the end of the day, I have to bear the risk. I have to pay for someone's inconsistency. But the average Ghanaians, the average Africans think it is optional. It's choice to take care of a child that you practically introduce to their community. That is how the average Ghanaian, the average African think. And so at the end of the day, I wanted to use this as a case study that tell a friend to tell a friend. If you are an African, before you even think of getting pregnant, if you are a lady, before you think of getting pregnant, or if you are a guy, if you are a married man, before you even think of getting a lady pregnant, you should check your resources, both financial and emotional. Before you even think of, bringing a child in our societies, because at the end of the day, your inconsistency will cause someone a big tragedy, like what happened to me not long ago. And as I'm talking to you, I'm not even done settling all those, those losses. Like I said, I'm still going to court. If I have a chance to make one rule in Africa or in my country, Ghana, it will be before you give birth or before you get pregnant, than to think of giving birth, you need a license. Yes. Just as there are some churches, before you marry, you have to come to where you live and check if everything is almost on point before they will give you the chance, or before they will support you in your marriage. The same thing I will do. Before you give birth or before you even get pregnant, you will have a license for us to make sure that at least you can be able to take care of your child, or at least you are better off somehow before you can be given the chance to give birth. And I guess that is what is affecting Nigerians. That is what I've been told. When you are working in Nigeria, you are easily to you can be attacked easily. It's so irritating. Clearing the shit of others, bro. Bearing the cost of someone's inconsistency. Like I said, it concerns you, it concerns me. Even though I don't have a child at the moment, because I want to strategize myself in a way that my child, won't have any reason to be on the street, to live any way, any lifestyle he wants. I know in every rule there is an exception, and so bad guys are everywhere. Even in the developed countries, we have bad guys over there. But in our societies, in African societies, it is rampant. It is too much. We live in a society whereby even if you are holding a phone, if you are sitting in a bus and you are holding a phone and you are sitting beside the window, bro, you are not safe. The probability that you are not going to go home with your phone is high. We live in a society whereby when you are even locked up in your room, bro, you still fear, because at the end of the day, you think you can just wake up one day and everything will be different. Recently, one of my friends, they are AC, not long ago, I think 2 days or 3 days, they just woke up to see that their air condition, the outside one is has been taken off. And I don't know if you are a witness to what I'm saying. Many people can attest to what I am saying. Many people are witnesses. Africans, it's about time we grow in the mind.